Emmy, over to you. Give us an insight into the psychology of people and how they're voting.
Right, okay. So I became politicized in 2016, actually a bit before that, because I wanted to vote in the referendum as a Dutch citizen, and so I applied for British citizenship, and I was refused my British citizenship by the Home Office because I'd been in the UK for 40 years, had paid tax for 40 years, employ about 100 people, and married to a British citizen, raised 2 British children, but I was refused British citizenship because I didn't have permanent residency certificate that had been put into play 3 months earlier. I had instead indefinite leave to remain from 1984 from that same Home Office, and I knew they were wrong, that indefinite leave to remain trumped permanent residency anytime, and that my record was pristine and I should be allowed British citizenship and I should be allowed to vote. So I appealed and I was refused again. Then I became angry. And then various organizations, I joined the 3 Million, New Europeans, and I worked with British in Europe as well for a while. I also got help from solicitors and from my then MP Nick Clegg, and I proved to them they were wrong. And one Friday evening the Home Office called me up and said, "You know how we rejected your application twice. Would you kindly send the paperwork again, because we have reason to believe things would be different now." And indeed, I was then given my dual nationality. So I'm great, I'm fine. I will be an EU citizen even when you lose your EU citizenship. I now have 2 nationalities, and whatever happens, I'm okay. But no, I have worked for the last year and a bit with many EU citizens. I created a clinic for EU citizens who were depressed and upset. And you have no idea what EU citizens, 3.5 million of them, have gone through in this country. Well, that alone, any woman who hears about that knows in her guts that that is wrong. And this is one thing women are good at. Men are still thinking about the profits and the economy, but we as women, and certainly as EU citizens women, we know that there are other issues that we really should bring to the foreground much more. I was born in the Netherlands in the very early 50s, and my parents had lost everything in that damn war, which was a horror. And it was a horror for all of us in Europe, and that's why we created the EU. And you just cannot step out. As women we know this, but good men know this too. You do not step away from 27 neighbors that you have created an alliance with and that you have treaties with that are essential to every single citizen in this country. We simply cannot do it. We will go down the drain. We need this alliance, we need to contribute to it, we need to give leadership in it so that we can improve the problems that certainly exist, but that we can deal with. Now, women, do you realize that if women had voted alone, 51% of women voted for Remain in 2016. So we would have won women if it had been just women. Do you know also that 80% of women between 18 and 25 voted for Remain? That is 80%. And the same thing is true now. Young women are 80% in favor of Remain. Why is that? Because we know it's not about using your testosterone to fight in wars, to compete and to try and come out top dog. It is about using our care and our understanding and our peace-loving, our collaboration. Those values need to come more to the fore. That's why we women need to stand up and be counted, because we need to build with each other and create bridges, not walls, or break things down that aren't broken. Thank you very much.
Yeah!